Alright, so in a pre-show match, we had Scott Steiner versus Ken Shamrock. That went for a 75. Scott Steiner defeated him. It don't click. And they still got a 75 out of it, so alright, we just want to do that one again. That's what the pre-show matches are all about, so that's good. 75. No. Okay, I didn't realise I hadn't done this. Very good. Alright, so the show starts off with Vince McMahon opening the show, and he addresses the audience and confirms the 4 participants for the match at Judgment Day as being for the brand new WWF World Heavyweight Championship. Before he can go any further, Undertaker's music hits. Taker and Kane come down the ramp, fist wraps and change, and they don't look happy. Taker grabs a mic and corners Vince and asks him why he signed his own death warrant by screwing him and his brother with this match with the NWO at Judgment Day. Vince pleads on his knees with Taker to stop wasting time and to find a partner. He had no choice. As Kane and Undertaker advance on Vince, Linda McMahon's music hits. Linda says while her husband definitely deserved a beatdown for his cowardice, she has taken the liberty of finding a partner for the brothers, and he is waiting in their locker room right now. Taker nods and looks impressed and asks Vince if his wife bails him out all the time on a regular basis. Taker's music plays as they exit with Linda while Vince adjusts his suit in the ring. 95 rated. Good opening segment. We then had the bra and panties match between Chyna and Tori Wilson. Chyna picked up the win with a gorilla press and strip on Tori Wilson. Trish tried an attack but missed and fell through the ropes. She's livid as Chyna holds her off the belt. 59 rated. Yeah, I didn't really expect much from that anyway, so that's fine. We then cut to backstage, and Eddie and Chavo are seen pulling up into the car park in a lowrider with a load of girls in the back, when they are ambushed and pulled out by Curt Hennig and William Regal. They beat them down before pouring guacamole over both of them, and Curt throws his signature towel over his shoulder onto Eddie, telling him to clean himself up. 81 rated. That's pretty good, actually. That's decent. Okay, we then had a triple threat tag team match between Ray and Jushin, Edge and Christian, the Dudley Boys. That only went for 68. Ray was really off his game, probably why. Let's have a look at the ratings. 73. Ray's still 89. Who let us down in this one? The Dudleys. Dudleys let us down bad hard. 68. Edge picked up the win with a spear on Devon. Yeah, 68. We're going to definitely have to do something with Ray if he's performing at 89 already. That's fucking nuts. We then see Benoit and Jericho backstage, and they're talking about despite the fact that they have been booked in a match against each other tonight, the outcome's going to be irregardless. They have to make sure that one of them walks away with the Intercontinental title tonight. Jericho says, of course, it's more likely to be him, but that's not important. Benoit looks at the ground before losing his cool and knocking Jericho to the ground, slaps in the crossface, which he refuses to break until security pulls him off Jericho. Jericho is shown curled up on the floor as we go to a commercial break. 95 rated. Decent. We then have a tag match again between Curt Hennig and William Regal versus Eddie and Chavo. Eddie gets the win this time with a frog splash after a wild brawl match where far more punches and kicks than holds. Eddie launches Curt off the stage after the match, then frog splashes him onto the concrete. 81 rated. It's really good. Regal 75, Curt 73, Chavo. Do you know what? That probably could have been late 80s if it wasn't for Chavo. That's a good match. Shawn Michaels is shown walking backstage while Jim Ross and Jerry hype the match at Judgment Day, when out of nowhere he's jumped by Steve Austin and Triple H. They hog tie him up and throw him in the back of Austin's truck and they speed out of the arena. 85 rated. We then had a bit of a throwaway match between Diamond Dallas Page and Bradshaw, which went for 71, which is better than I thought it would. DDP got the win with the Diamond Cutter. 70, 71, yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. We then see Raven in an unknown location with Tammy Sitch, who's sitting in a dustbin, bound and gagged. Raven then tells the camera, he's obviously addressing Rhino, that he's sick of his little dog yapping week in, week out, and if he wants her back so bad, he better come and find her. Whether he finds her in time or not, she isn't going to be able to save him from the beating he's going to get at Judgment Day or stop him from taking the hardcore title. 69 rated. Good on Raven, decent. We then have a match between Chris Jericho and Chris Benoit, which went for 78 apparently. Yeah, okay then. Benoit gets the win on a beaten down Jericho with a diving headbutt. And we see a repeat of earlier when Benoit slaps in a crossface and refuses to let go after the bell. 78, even though both of them performed at 86. Is there any reason why? I don't understand that. Okay. Alright, fine. It is what it is. We then cut to Undertaker's locker room, where the camera is looking through the doorway and can only see the dead man and Kane, and not who they are talking to. He asks him if he's absolutely sure he wants to be in this match at Judgment Day. And that if he wants anyone with his brother at No Way Out, it's going to be him. 93 rated. We then see Jonathan Coachman desperately looking for The Rock, asking everyone he sees in the tunnel where he can find him. He does eventually get to him. He begins to say, "Rock, I need to tell you tonight," before he's cut off by the Great One. He says nobody wants to hear the coach talk. They want to hear the people's champ talk. The Rock proceeds to tell Booker T that his little victory on The Rock meant nothing. Did he pin the Great One? Yes, he did. Did he do it clean? No, he didn't. And there's going to be no repeat of history on Sunday. He is cut off by Coach. The coach informs The Rock that he's been booked in a tag team match against Booker T and Bill Goldberg tonight, and Stephanie doesn't care if he hasn't found a partner or not. The Rock looks around in disbelief before he sees someone in the distance and grins. He says, "Hey you want to team up with the Great One tonight and whoop some ass?" We hear a woo, and The Rock walks off camera. 95 rated. That was the worst Ric Flair impression ever. But then we have The Rock and Ric Flair versus Bill Goldberg and Booker T. 86 rated. The Rock gets the win with a sharpshooter on Booker T, while Ric Flair has the figure 4 on Goldberg outside the ring. Ric Flair's in the ring celebrating with The Rock when Kurt Angle sneaks through the crowd and nails them both with a steel chair. He repeatedly hits them both and Flair starts to bleed hard. Kurt Angle locks in the ankle lock while imitating Ric Flair's woos. Security runs down to the ring and they eventually pull Angle off the Nature Boy, and he continues to woo as he's dragged down the ramp. 93. Michael Cole is now backstage and he finds the NWO playing poker and asks for their comments on Undertaker and Kane's mystery partner for Judgment Day. They laugh as they cannot believe they have found someone who is insane enough to step into the ring with them. It doesn't matter who they have to make suffer and bleed at Judgment Day, it just matters that Taker and Kane have zero excuse when they walk out winners. They tell Michael Cole to go bring him some more beers within the next 2 minutes if he wants to carry on breathing. Michael Cole scrambles away. 82 rated. We then cut to a scene where we see HBK tied up and being stood over by Austin and Triple H by a bridge and a river. Triple H says seeing as he carried his bags around when they were in DX together, HBK won't mind returning the favour, as Austin begins tying bags filled with stones to HBK's bindings and clothes. Steve Austin says he'll be happy to face him at Judgment Day if Vince and his cronies can find a net big enough to drag his carcass from the riverbed. Just then, out of nowhere, Road Dogg, Billy Gunn and X-Pac storm the scene and start wailing on Austin and Triple H. After a few seconds of fighting, Austin and Triple H manage to scramble away in the truck. The camera fades away as X-Pac flips off the truck as it speeds away. 81. And that is the end of the show. 87, that's the best show I've had so far, so that's good. And that is it. We are done. We are done. We are ready for Judgment Day.